what in heaven's name brought you to Casablanca?
My health. I came to Casablanca for the waters.
The waters? What waters? We're in the desert.
I was misinformed.
He taught me, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
You're tearing me apart!
What?
You say one thing, he says another, and everybody changes back again!
We've got a good friend of the program, Jack Zimmerman. Check him out, jackzimmermanmn.com. Jack, how are you doing, my friend?
Good, Al. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm not happy you're the guest on today, to be quite frank with you, because this never goes well for me. For folks who don't know, we just started KWLM today, so they probably haven't heard of you. Jack Zimmerman is a war hero, been a friend of this program for years. In Afghanistan, lost 2 legs, better part of his right arm, a couple fingers here and there. Got a bit of an attitude, and I didn't know you beforehand, but maybe that came because of that. But he's written 2 great books, and we love having you on the show, but you make it hard to complain, Jack, and that doesn't work well for me.
One of my favorite things to do is rant. You know I like to rant a little bit. Monday's a perfect day for it.
Well, see, it should be. Here, okay, so for most folks won't remember this, but a couple of years back, I went out and grouted my house. I live in this old Victorian house, and I re-grouted it, and I found that I couldn't do it with the little spatula thing, so I took my hand and I slapped her in there and spent the day doing it, and I basically rubbed off the tips of 2 of my fingers. And never so much pain in the world. And I'm on the air talking about it, and Jack comes on and says, yeah, I understand your pain, Al. Guy with 2 legs missing an arm. Yeah. You have no sympathy. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it must be nice to have those fingers to hurt, Al. You know what I mean?
See, that's where instantly I'm like, see, it's all perspective. So now today, the news today, Jack, Friday night storms ran through here, and my AC unit got hit by lightning. Now, it was a hammering around here like nobody's business. We've had a few of those this year. I don't know which one hit. I guess I would have thought it would have been different than something else. But the AC guy comes out, and he's taking this thing apart. Oh, look at how that blew, and look how this blew, and every wire inside was all fried up. Anyway, so it's down, and it's not going to get better. Not going to get better until Tuesday, and when they can put a new unit in. And it got hot, Jack. And even the hot, it hasn't been as hot as it had been. The humidity is nuts. I share this with you because you'll understand. I know you've been to Afghanistan, Jack. I know you've been to Afghanistan wearing, 60-pound rucksacks and working through the desert. I get it. But I'm a 60-year-old flipping man, and this is about as miserable as I've been. I'm not happy. I don't sleep.
Al, how did people do it before air conditioning? Seriously, I don't even know the last time, obviously when I go camping and stuff like that and whatnot, but if you're not up in northern Minnesota, it gets hot. I don't know how people ever lived without air conditioning. I really don't.
See, and so work me through this, Jack. Back in the day, let's talk our grandparents, and I don't know when AC was invented. I should look it up. They're out here in the prairie, and in the wintertime, it gets a little colder. You got to find some more buffalo poo to heat the cabin. I get it. If you can't, I thoroughly believe this is why there are many more children born in August and September. Oh, yeah. Hey, hon, got a little snuggling. It's too cold. I get that. But I will tell you after this weekend, here's the truth, Jack. When it's really hot and really humid, at some point you can do nothing. You're touching me. Stop touching me. I don't want to be touched. Why is the dog in bed? The dog can be in bed. It's been in bed for its entire life. Well, because it's all he knows. I don't care. Get him out of bed. It's hot. It's miserable. And you can only take off so much. Does that make any sense? That's it.
What would you rather give up, indoor plumbing or air conditioning?
Oh, I would give up indoor plumbing. I'll walk outside. I'll do that. No, I can't do this without the AC anymore. It is unbelievable. Let me ask you.
I'm with you.
I was talking to a friend about this weekend, and he asked me about, as hot as I've ever been. The only time I remember this kind of hot, Jack, is when I was in the service, Fort Sill, Oklahoma. The only time I liked it down there was like 6 in the morning when we just got done with PT, because it was like a normal temperature. It wasn't boiling hot. they said, what did you do about it when it got really hot? And I don't know if they did this to you because you're much younger. They literally had us walk in front of a drill sergeant and they just hosed us down with water, right? Just a spray hose out of the garden, hose you all down. Felt fantastic for about an hour. And within 2-3 days, every human that did that had diaper rash. It's a ridiculous way of doing business. What's the hottest you've ever been, Jack? And how'd you fix it?
Oh, man, there was days in Afghanistan where it just was, like, unbearable, you know, and you had nowhere to go and nothing to do. I remember laying in a ditch one day in the middle of a day. We were gunfighting all morning, and then it was kind of a pause in the middle of the day. It's just almost too hot to even fight for anybody. And we were just kind of laying in this ditch, and I just remember boiling. It felt so hot. I remember just laying there. You had to go easy on the water because you didn't know how long you were going to be out there for, so you couldn't be slugging water. And my buddy Mangus, he seen this bee crawl into this grapevine wall, and he put a clump of dirt over it, and next thing you know, a million bees erupted out of it. He's shooting at him in the ditch. It was one of the hottest days, wildest days of my life.
See, and I am too old now. At 60, I don't handle it well. I don't like being miserable, and I've been miserable since Friday evening when the storm hit. It's been a tough weekend, Jack, and I sit here talking to a guy that I know has been through a heck of a lot more, but I'm miserable, Jack, and I don't do miserable well.
Have you ever seen down south on the putting greens? I just witnessed this here a couple years ago. I was on a golf course for a fundraiser. In the south, they put fans on the putting greens to keep them from burning up.
I actually saw that. I had never seen that until my father-in-law invites us down to Arkansas. We golfed down there. And these massive fans on the greens. And we get talking about it. If the wind stops blowing across them, they'll just dry up and die. So they actually have to put these things in. Yeah, I understand that now. You can't have enough fans in your life. I've got 2 fans in my home. We're just bringing them from room to room when we're in there. You need fans. I don't know what to do with them when you're not using them when the AC works, but I got to find more fans. It's been brutal, Jack.
I can't believe a guy like you just wouldn't go to the resort for a couple of days with your kind of money.
Well, see, it's so funny. My kind of money. I literally told the wife, because the first night is like, we'll have the fan on, it'll be fine. And then it was this, horror show. I said, you know what? I got to sleep. I don't do well without sleep. I have to sleep. I think we got to get a hotel room. What are you going to do with Duke? What are we going to do with the dog? And I'm like, you know what? The dog's going to have to survive this. I don't know what dogs in the wild do. He's going to have to sleep on the concrete. I don't know what he's got to do. I don't care. But but because of Duke, we did not. Now, the last night was better. It got down to 60 degrees, and we sucked a lot of 60-degree air into the house. It was much better last night. But I got 2 more nights to go, Jack, and I don't know what we're going to do. I really don't.
You know what the worst part is, Al? Is then after it's all said and done, they slap you with a bill at the end of it, too.
Oh, my. I saw the bill. And my wife and I had a very long discussion. We have been keeping this AC unit going with duct tape and whatever for years. I mean, it's been there since we bought the house. We're ponying up. We're getting new, baby. And this new air conditioning, it better be sweet, baby. I mean, I want to be chilly. That's what I want. Got to go to break. We'll be back. We got more to talk about, Jack. I want to talk a little bit about NASCAR with Jack. We haven't done that for a while. We'll do that and your Minnesota Vikings coming up right after this.
Dust from gravel roads and driveways does more than make your car dirty inside and out. It gets down into your lungs, and it's bad for your health. Now there's an environmentally friendly solution for your dust problems. It's called DustLock. DustLock can control all your summer dust problems with just one application. Protect your vehicle and your lungs. Learn more at dustlock.com.
You know that car sound that sounds like a cricket playing a banjo? Jay's can fix that. You know when you step on the brakes and your car sounds like a pair of tennis shoes in the dryer? Paul is a guy who specializes in that. And you know that sound that never happens when the mechanic's around? Paul took a whole course on that. If you own a car, you need to know Paul. Paul owns Jay's Auto Shop, 202 North Main Street, Blue Earth, 525-1052, 525-1052.
as in alligator. L also in alligator. But it's not alligator. It's the Al Travis Show.
And we're lucky enough to have him on. He's Jack Zimmerman. Jack, I probably know the answer to this. How did you enjoy the Vikings preseason? The game on Saturday.
I don't watch warm-ups. I don't watch I'm a game kind of guy. I don't watch the pregame. I don't watch it.
See, I knew you'd do that, and I was with you on this, but things change in our lives, Jack. I'm going to tell you, you and I used to do a lot of NASCAR watching and talking, right?
Oh, yeah.
But we've kind of tapered that off, and in reality, Jack, I haven't missed it much. It seems like between the Twins and the Vikings and everything else I have to watch to have some comment on, I'm not missing NASCAR much. But what it did for me is NASCAR was on. It was 1,000 degrees in the house. Here we're talking about that again. And I went outside, and with a garage fan on and a cigar, I felt better Saturday watching the Vikings game than being in my own home. So I did watch it. So I want to throw a couple of things at you. J.J. McCarthy looked tentative in my book. Nothing wrong with him. The other 2-3 quarterbacks got in. This Max guy from Brosman from the University of Minnesota looked fantastic. I wanted to move that kid up. Is that a problem?
All right.
Is there a problem with that?
No, I'm trying. I like it.
And then I want your thoughts on, should they even be playing our starters between now and the end? We have Addison out for a DUI thing. He's going to miss 3 games. Jefferson's out. We don't know exactly what's wrong with his hammy, but he's not there. And we lost another receiver in this game that's worthless. He's out. He got a big O behind his name. He's done. How much should they even be putting people in preseason? Do we have to wipe out the preseason? It hurts more than helps.
I think it's the biggest waste of time, the preseason. You know, I mean, they play so many games. They play all year round now. Maybe they need reps to get ready, but figure out how to get it some other way. You know what I mean? Let's just play football, you know? And, you know, the thing is I'm excited about this year. I think that I don't think that we should have the expectation I think we could win the division, but I don't think we're going to go much further than that with McCarthy this year. I think he's just going to need a little bit more experience. I think he's going to get eaten alive in the playoffs a little bit. But I think we're hopeful for what's coming this year.
Yeah.
But Addison getting a DUI just shows the good old days are over. You know, how does a star get a DUI? That means you really must have messed up, huh?
Well, yeah, you have all your money, you can't get an Uber. It seems a little strange these days. So we won 14 last year with journeyman quarterback. This is the next young thing. He won a national championship a year ago. The over and under is like 9.5 games, Jack. Is that even fair? I'm looking at 14 last year. Not that's a brilliant. I could see 11 or 12 wins for us. Your thoughts?
I think it's safe saying 9.5. I think that's safe taking the over, getting 10 wins. I really do. I think our defense will be solid. I think McCarthy's got plenty of weapons. All it's going to take, Al, is to give him a little bit of time in the pocket. That's what we complain about all the time. I think that's what most teams complain about is the offensive line, you know, if we're going to have that or not. Kind of going to depend if we have a ball club or not, I really think.
Completely agree. So, Jack, what are you up to these days? What's your schedule look like? Where are you going? Hunting, fishing? What are you doing?
Oh, man, it's getting busy, Al. We got some podcasting to do this week. We're going to get some new episodes cut of Strength and Service. A new one dropped today with Tim Murray with Bravo Zulu House. A little update on them, so go check that out. Great episode. Tim's an awesome storyteller. So much good insight on there. Got to check that episode out.
Can I interrupt, Jack, on that? Let me interrupt. Yeah. Let me interrupt on that, because you brought up Tim Murray. I did see this weekend he set out a deal. They're looking for folks who want to get down and dirty and do some yard work around that place, chainsaws, all the rest. Take a look online. They are looking for some help, and I don't even know what day that was. I should have taken that. I should have it somewhere. I'll look it up.
Saturday, I believe. Saturday,
okay.
I believe they're doing that. Yeah, I believe so. Double check. I'm sure he'll put it up on the Facebook page. But, yeah, if anybody's got a little free time and a little bit of want to put a little sweat equity, and they can definitely use it out there at the Bravo Zulu House. And what a great way to give back. Go check out that episode. If you don't know what the Bravo Zulu House is, go listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
We lay it all out there. We got guys living in there now. This guy, Tim, came up to me years ago and was like, hey, I want to build this sober veterans home. How do I want to do this? And I was like, I've heard this before, and he actually pulled it off, and there's somebody living in there now. They're going to be filling it up, and it's a dream come true for our area. So great episode just dropped from them. Go check that out. Then I'm going to head down to Texas. We're going to get ready for dove season down there, get some dogs down there, get them tuned up. And then we get ready to bear hunt in Minnesota, Al, first week of September.
Have you been baiting them? This is a hunter like you are. This is the one thing I get about bear hunt in Minnesota is you can bait them. It doesn't even seem fair.
Oh, Al, if you did, you'd never find them. You'd never find them out there in the woods if you didn't bait them. So I go with an outfitter, John Stripe. He's actually in my second book, Beyond 5 Minutes. Bear hunting was one of those hunts that made me wonder if I could actually pull it off. And by the end of it all, I ended up doing it and built a lot of self-confidence in myself and proved myself that if I put in the time, I can get anything done. So yeah, go check out my books too. I got up on the website right now. They'll ship out right away this week if you order one. So check ZimmermanMN.com and if you're looking for anybody to do any speaking, reach out to me there on the website too.
He's outstanding. And I did find that thing, by the way, from Tim. Service and work day this coming Saturday, the 16th, 9 till 3 or shorter. If enough people show up, bring shovels, chainsaws, riding mowers, lawn chairs, wood splitters, axe, steel rakes, chopping wood, moving dirt, cutting, burning trees. Going to be fun for everybody. Just RSVP a yes if you're going to go. So that's coming up on this Saturday. Nice mention, by the way, Jack. Way to remember it. Appreciate you.
No, absolutely. It's a great cause, and I'll tell you, you're not going to go out there and feel like you're getting worked like a dog. It's going to be a good time out there, and I'm hopefully going to try to make it out there myself. I'm not sure what I got going on yet, but
all right.
Definitely going to try to make it out there.
Jack, it is always good to have you on. Let's do it again next week. Fair enough?
Sounds good, Al. We'll talk to you soon.
Jack Zimmerman on the Al Travis Show.
Achieving your financial goals requires individual planning and a comprehensive approach. At Midwest Money Management, our mission is to provide you with the